Hi everybody, this is Barry Schwartz. This is the Search Buzz video recap. Today is April Fool's, which makes it a bit crazy because everybody's trying to send me news that really isn't news or not really legit. So I'm going to try to go as fast as possible. A lot of stuff to take care of today outside of the news stuff, and we'll be as fast as possible. So let's get started. Again, today is April Fool's, April 1st, 2011, and this is the news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable at saroundtable.com. The first thing I wanted to discuss, the first three topics I wanted to discuss were the Panda farmer updates. One is we think the Panda update is starting to slowly roll out to the UK and other locations. It's hard to know. Some people are seeing things, some people are saying they're not seeing things, so I don't think it has officially rolled out yet. I personally don't think it will roll out until Google does some major update and major changes to the Panda update in the US. So once I believe people start to see themselves come out of the Panda farmer update in the US, then I'll expect Google to actually fully release it in the UK. But I'm not exactly sure when that's going to happen or if it already happened as of yet. It doesn't seem there's enough people saying that it actually is happening for me to confirm or even fully trust that it is happening in the US, in the UK, and outside of the US. Nobody's really recovered. There are some scattered reports of recoveries, but still nothing substantial. Speaking of Panda, I did a post this morning where I basically said Google's mocking people who were hit by this Panda farmer update. Basically, Google AdSense is sending out emails to publishers who've had a tremendous drop in Google AdSense income, saying, "What's going on? Why aren't you having as much income or many impressions and clicks as you had in the past?" Obviously, when you don't have traffic, you're not going to have as much impressions and not as much clicks on your ads to generate Google and publishers' income. So basically, Google took away the traffic from them using the farmer Panda update, and then AdSense, which is part of Google, is saying, "Hey, what's going on? Where's our traffic?" And it's kind of somewhat ironic, at the same time sad to see Google going ahead and sending out these emails. That disconnect is somewhat upsetting. So that's Panda. I'm going to move on to something I found this morning. Was Google has improved their site similar images feature in Google Image Search. So obviously, you know, when you go to Google Images and you hover over an image, you have this little command sometimes to say show similar images or similar. You click on that, it'll show you similar images. Jay David, who's really Jeff, or in the forums, in the Google forums, a Googler said the results has been updated. Now it's a lot fresher and a lot more comprehensive than it was in the past. Plus, now it supports the site command, so you can do site command a specific site, find those similar images on that site for this image, and you'll be able to find images on a specific site that match the same type of image. It's a little bit helpful. Bring up some screenshots for you to look at quickly. So you can see over here, there's some screenshots of the site command here, the similar images, as you can see over here as well. It's a little update to the similar images feature. This is pretty interesting. Google Safe Search. So you know, Google Safe Search works. Basically, it blocks out any or as many possible adult-oriented images. But I found a thread over in the Google Webmaster Helps forum saying, "Why is my images on my site being filtered out?" They basically were saying Google's being unethical by blocking out my images from my site because I have an adult-oriented theme. But he's saying I don't have any adult images, I just have an adult-oriented theme. The adult theme on this site was pretty interesting. It is actually called what is it called? Where is it? It's an adultery website. I forgot, it's called Ashley something or another. Let me bring it up. It's called AshleyMadison.com, and they basically help married people find people who want to cheat, who want to commit adultery. So it's funny to see somebody who runs a site like that go ahead and put their foot down on moral ground, saying Google's not taking the moral stance by not showing our images because we're an adult site, but our images are not adult. Truth is, they did have some pornographic images on their site, and once they remove those pornographic images, the whole site will be able to go up in Google Image Search without a safe search filter. But I just found it pretty ironic to see something like that. Google Places has dropped the QR codes from their place profile. So back in the day, Google sent out a mailing in 2009 to a bunch of businesses with cool labels. I got one showing your QR code and you can stick it on your wall in your business and promote it and have people scan it with their phone, and they'll get a Google Plays page, which is cute. Then people didn't get them, or they broke, or they got trashed, or something happened to them, and Google added the ability to print them right from their business owner page. That has been pulled this week. Google said they're looking into other directions in terms of how to display this information quickly and easily. People are suspecting Google's going to go ahead and change to NFC, which is basically a new command, a wireless type of RFID type of system, where if you put things close to certain device, chips or whatever, it would actually detect it as opposed to scanning an ORC, a QR code. So we'll see what happens with that. This happened this week. We have more information about that on March 30th. Google launched a new AdSense product called AdSense Custom Search Ads. The AdSense Custom Search Ads basically give you more customability, like you can actually customize it more with than compared to AdSense for Search. AdSense for Search is basically a search box that shows ads on the right-hand side. Custom Search Ads lets you customize it a lot more too. You don't need to use Google search box to actually power the ads on this, as opposed to with AdSense for Search, you actually need to use the Google search box. So that's the details for this. It's just launched this week. You can check more information on March 30th at SEOroundtable.com. I'm running a poll this morning asking people to, actually I'm going to skip that, but there was a Google Doodle this week. The Google Doodle is for the Bunsen burner. Robert Bunsen, who was one of the inventors of the Bunsen burner. It was a pretty cool logo. It was actually interactive, one of the few logos that were interactive, and basically let you heat up the Bunsen burners. You can actually mouse over it quickly, and it'll actually get faster and faster and heat up faster and faster. So if you missed that, definitely check that out. And finally, our April Fool's prank is, if you can see our site right now, our site is dressed up as Search Engine Land. I don't know, I figured it'd do something. It wasn't the best thing in the world, but you can see it looks like Search Engine Land. But we have a whole entire post, various April Fool's Day pranks for today. We have literally over 20 pranks. Most of them, I think 17 or 18 of them are Google specific. Google really went overboard. You definitely want to take a look at that. Again, most of that information is today, April 1st at SEOroundtable.com. Thanks so much for listening. Today is April 1st, and my name is Barry Schwartz. This is the news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable at SEOroundtable.com. Thanks so much, and have a great weekend. Bye.